7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's game time. ConX5 here in the DM Sateca, King of Sateca 101 tourney. This will be the losers bracket finals here between Aiko and ziLL. Winner of this match, this is a one-map match, best of one. Winner of this will go see Skaven in the grand finals as the lower bracket, losers bracket winner. So what we've got going on here is two very different players. Aiko is more methodical, more hit scan oriented, although we see him getting that nice little flat primary kill right there. He likes to play this map almost like a patient player will play Refinery. He's very patient, like I say, methodical, likes to control the map itself and then choose the engagements. ziLL is the opposite. He likes to be very aggressive. You see him jumping through the teleporter there, a little bit more reckless. And so ziLL's going to put himself in danger a little bit more, and he's going to give Aiko chances to do damage based on his over-aggression. At the same time, though, if ziLL can force the issue, if he can push his aggression into Aiko's face and force him to fight when he's not comfortable, they can work out in his favor as well. This map can kind of benefit either playstyles. I do think it tends to lean towards aggression a little bit more, so maybe it benefits ziLL's playstyle a little bit better than some of the other maps that we tend to see, like your Ironics and your Rankins and your Refineries. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because one thing we've seen is that ziLL, with that flat cannon especially, has been very effective at negating armor advantages that opponents can get on him. You see both players killing each other, and ziLL able to jump out in front and pick out that 100 armor. It seems to be a trend with Aiko. We just saw, I think him and Sateca played, and I think they had, what, 3 kills, or 3 times where they both killed each other? Anyway, ziLL grabbing that flag, already being very effective with it. You see him trying to predict Aiko, predict his movements, and jump out and just smash him instantly and do that huge spike damage with the flag primary. Been very effective against everyone he's played against, because even if you get, a 7,500 armor advantage on him, as long as he's able to get off a few good flag primaries, he can completely negate that. And even if, of course, throwing flak balls, ooh, and a big combo coming in there, and a flak ball, and there you go. So a tie game coming in. ziLL has the advantage now. This is when he needs to push the issue. He's got that 100 armor. He's got the whole map pretty much on lockdown. But with that 150 armor, he's not going to get any stronger. He needs to use it right now. There's no sense in sitting around with 150 armor. Aiko doing a really good job being patient, sitting on that 50 armor. Misses the 50 armor, though, so he was in good position, knocking ziLL off of it. And you see ziLL there being aggressive, and rather than going for the armor, actually pushes the issue and forces a fight that he can try to come away with a win on. Aiko able to survive that. If he has any kind of minigun or link, he can take him out pretty quickly. Not doing it yet. He actually finishes him off with goo. Not a bad move there. He just needed to get some damage on him. He knew he had him really weak. However, he's going back down to that 50. He's going to be predictable. Aiko's got him in a good spot. He can trap him in that little alcove. He gets stuck behind a crate. Aiko takes him out. So still an even game right here. ziLL's going to go down to try to contest that 100 armor. Probably going to lose it. Yep, he gets taken by Aiko. However, he takes 1 LG. So that's going to at least back him up a little bit. Heads up to that 50 armor. So Aiko now completely flips map control right there. I think he missed one of those. Yeah, he misses one of the health packs. So gets slowed down in his rotation a little bit. He's going to head right back up to that flak. He actually gets pushed across the map. We'll see if he does what Skaven did. Skaven actually got wise to the fact that that flak is what was hurting the most, and he adjusted his routes, it seemed, just a little bit, enough to try to deny that flak cannon to ziLL, or at the very least challenge it. And that flak room is interesting in this map because it's a bit out of the way, as you see a nice combo coming in by Aiko. Again, you see Aiko not really choosing to fight unless he has the advantage, shooting opponents from behind and whatnot. Trying to minimize how much damage he takes while soaking up as much of the resources in the map as possible. Now he's bullying him right off that 50 armor. He knows if he runs around and he has the armor advantage, he can kind of bully ziLL. He can say, hey, you've either got to run away or face a one-on-one battle where you're not going to have much of an advantage here. ziLL does know this map very well and is really good at maneuvering around and cutting people off like we saw right there. And that's something that ziLL's going to have to deal with. Is I think he's going to have to just accept the fact that he needs to be the aggressor and catch Eiko off guard. Eiko will probably be very patient and probably won't engage unless he has a health and armor advantage. So I think what you're going to see from ziLL is he's going to have to start fights where he doesn't have an advantage. However, you know, if he's in better position or if he can catch Eiko off guard, that will have to make up for a lack of health or armor advantage. Didn't hear if that 100 armor got taken. There it goes to Eiko. So ziLL now, he may actually have timing on it now, but he lost 2 points right there just going after it. You see, trying to get some of them flak shots off. However, in this wide open room, kind of what we saw against Skaven, you know, there's not much you can do whenever someone's got a shock rifle and you've got a flat cannon. You're going to lose that fight eventually. You really need to get them into closer situations. Diving straight at Eiko now, being a little bit reckless right now. I don't think he realized just quite how much health Eiko had there. He's just charging after him, but you know, I can't really fault him because again, I think that's kind of what ziLL is going to have to do, is take some chances, because Eiko is not going to take them himself. He's going to be content to sitting back and just, you know, taking pot shots and forcing you to fight whenever he has the advantage. See him making his way back over to that 50. Waiting, nice little flak primary that takes him all the way out. Good use of the lift right there to create some separation. But Eiko right now is just running back and forth and just catching ziLL unprepared, really. And now he's waiting for that 50 to spawn. I don't know. I don't know what the talking was about, but whatever. Doesn't get a kill off of it. So Eiko able to pick up the 100 armor, moving out, and once again we're seeing him just sort of patiently denying all of the resources, basically just choking out ziLL by not allowing him to pick up anything. Down to 17 health already. And once again falling into that 50 armor. ziLL has been killed quite a few times already, diving down in there and getting the 50, but not really helping him that much. Gets a couple of nice shock shots off. He's going to head down and try to cut him off, maybe at the health over there. A timely shield block there by Eiko. ziLL has a couple more shots coming in. He's going to get that 50 armor. Oh, misses it. And he's back in that little predictable alcove, and I think that's really hurting ziLL right now. I almost think that he should just ignore that 50 armor and use it as bait, because every time he jumps in there, even if he picks up the 50, he's in such a vulnerable position. He ends up losing out on it, and there it loses the ability to even contest the 100 armor because of that death. So, you know, sometimes you just have to go against your natural instinct to try to pick up everything. Maybe use it kind of like what we saw Skaven do earlier. Use it as bait to set up your opponent. Oh, and Rocket's coming out, killing himself, so really just nothing going ziLL's way right now. Well, ziLL right now out-damaging Eiko. He's going to jump up front, get one shot on anything else is going to kill. There it comes. So ziLL able to stop that rampage. Stop the bleeding a bit, and with 6 minutes left, 9 kills is totally doable on this map, especially for an aggressive player. But he really needs to start taking control of these 100 armors, because a patient player like Eiko just isn't going to die with 100 armor as much as ziLL needs him to. See, 1 kill, and some nice flak shots coming in there, multiple by ziLL. Able to knock him off that 100 armor, grabs it, low in health again, but still has the positional advantage in the map. And that's the advantage right there, though, if you're Eiko, is since you have the lead, you know that ziLL has to be charging towards you at all times. So you can lay out some predictive spam, get a couple shock shots like that. Just not going to work out if you can't catch your opponent off guard. And this, again, is where ziLL doesn't want to be, is shooting long-range shock and LG between Oh, well, I say that. He gets 3 shocks, 4 in a row. Well, 4 out of 5. Able to shock tape his way to a kill, but still going to need to start controlling these 100 armors. Able to do a ton of damage. Needs to go after this kill. You can't go after the 100 armor right now. Good use of the teleporter by Eiko. Probably going to just completely concede that 100 armor. See him on the other side going for that health. And ziLL giving chase, but there's multiple ways to give chase in this map because it's not a very large map by any means. So you can cut people off. You can, sometimes we've seen Sateca even would hang out in one spot and allow the opponent to come to him. But it looks like right now ziLL is just doing some good old-fashioned chasing here. Able to put down some hit scan for a change. Takes out Eiko. Oh, Eiko with a risky move trying to piston up and steal that 50. Now ziLL has a good opportunity to get another kill here. Can't let him take that lift. Oh, it does happen though, so ziLL now... Oh, wow. Eiko taking a big risk trying to jump down there and knock ziLL off of that 100 armor. Zed gets flacked to the face. And, you know, good aggressive move by Eiko, but not really what we've seen out of Eiko in the past. Doesn't work out. I think the risk there was much bigger than the reward, because now you're looking at a 6 frag lead with 3.5 minutes left. Still totally doable by ziLL. We've seen, like I said, we've seen multi-kills in this very tournament on this map. Just going to see him need to start hitting these flat primaries, though. I mean, Eiko right there missed a ton. ziLL missed a ton and a half. And it really just came down to which player would finally nail a shot. Oh, ziLL backed up in a corner now. That's not going to help. Eiko down to 40 health, however, so a good opportunity to finish him off if ziLL can get to it. But Eiko, on the other hand, knows where all these health packs are. Oh, knows the 100's up. ziLL does not see it. There goes ziLL for it, and Eiko is just waiting for him to jump into the air. And that may have been ziLL's last chance for a run there. 9 frags with 3 minutes left. This is going to be extremely difficult, especially against someone like Eiko, who's going to be stacked up on armor, and you're not really going to catch making stupid mistakes diving at people or anything. So a 10 frag league, 2.5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these stats a little bit. I mean, power control is actually pretty much even. We saw everything contested by both players. ziLL, in large part, did what I thought he needed to do for the most part. Just wasn't able to make those shots. We've seen a bunch of flak shards just kind of flat out missing. And so, you know, ziLL was very aggressive, tried to push the issue, contested every power up, and actually I think won a lot of the fights over the 100 armor when Eiko had the health and armor advantage. But again, ziLL just not able to hit some of these flat primaries. Eiko was able to win a couple of fights just by pulling out that shock and just out aiming. We continue to see Eiko around the map, not engaging until he's ready. And that's kind of what we saw the whole map really, is ziLL trying to push the issue and Eiko using that to his advantage, allowing himself to be, or excuse me, allowing ziLL to just be predictable by chasing, and then just spamming behind him. I think what we needed to see out of ziLL maybe was doing a little bit more, I don't know, trickeration, you know, doing some more flanking, cutting off predictive shots, and less just straight up chasing, because it's a little bit too predictable. For a player like Eiko, who's going to be patient, just sitting back, throwing shock and LG behind him the whole time. It took a lot of damage that way. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this map, and I believe this was best of 1, so this will be the losers bracket final, I believe. And then we're going to see winner of this, which would be Eiko, taking on Skaven in the grand finals. And of course the grand finals will be, I believe, 1 best of 3, and then if Skaven would win, he would win the entire tournament. But then of course if Eiko can win that best of 3, then that would go to a, you know, a second best of 3 for the whole deal.
9, 8, 7,
But to finish this one up, you're going to watch ziLL
4,
finally rolling around with the big stack of health and armor. Didn't see that most of this match. Not able to get one last kill. Aiko moves on. We'll see him in the grand finals here shortly. And in the meantime, I'm going to throw up some music.